Hello, hello, hello. How about a little bit of backgammon on a Wednesday afternoon? And it logged me out of my former username, and I had to log in as a new person, and I chose the name Simon Bargett. Oh, maybe, I mean, so I won't be able to play anyone. Please select normal. I don't know what happened really, but we're just in the business of playing backgammon, making this sure the sound is on. Normal speed. Clear me all glasses. Does anyone know why? I think they might have, but the leaderboard's still there, so they can't have reset it. I couldn't log in using my old username. Okay. 1713. Belarus. Wish him a good game. Oh, hold on. I want to. Alright, okay, I can't change the board. Yeah. So he must have split with a 2-1. I rolled double 3. And I came up to the 21 point. Do I make these 2 points? I think so, leaving a shot on the 8 point. Not quite a double yet. Don't really know what to do with it. Should I make the 8 point and then play to the 5? Leaving 0 shots. What's the alternative? The problem with this is that I don't get great coverage of the 9-10. If he hops out with a 6-2 or a 6-3, I'm only going to have a single shot. 5-2 is 2 down. 4-3 I can't hit. Okay. Have I got anything better? I could hit, but should I hit? Said to myself that I wasn't going to burn time, but now. Okay, alright, I'm just going to make the 2 point. He will just run. Oh, he won't. Okay, I don't like that at all. That's rubbish. Don't think I can double yet. It's almost like I've never played this game before. Well, so if he comes in with a 1, I might still double. I don't think it's necessarily going to be too good. In fact, I don't think it's going to be too good at all. So, no reason to come out. I could spread them, but I don't want to get hit. But then I sacrifice some outfield coverage. 4-3 will hit and come down. I can come. I think I'm going to come out, but do I come down to the 7 with the 6? I think so, because he's got a blot. I mean, I might not have to come out at all. What's going on? I want to play the 6 down. Yeah, I think just come out. Double 1 is also a disaster, but I don't think that's enough to... Okay, 1-5's a great roll for him. But that's the benefit, one of the benefits, which I didn't pick up on, of leaving the checker on the 7, is that I can hit with the 6. And then that's perfect. There weren't that many covers, so I was lucky to cover. I'm really I don't feel like I'm seeing anything very clearly here. Renegade backgammon streamer. There's like a few gammons here. I'll take them. Just play to try and win a gammon. Let's not worry. I mean, he's got an open 5 and 4 point. In an ideal world, I would like to bear off safely, meaning that I wouldn't keep my checkers as they were, 4 on the 6 point and 1 on the 7, because it's a little bit of a dangerous formation, but I think there might have been a better configuration, but I think it's worth trying to put them in such a way that you maximise your gammon chances. So even though he comes in now, there's still a tiny... Okay, that will help. It was tiny because even after double 5, we weren't very likely to win. Let me know who's watching, because there are people. Oh, we rolled double 6. That's crazy. Try with sounds again. Okay, no. So 5-3, 4-2, double 5, meaning that we know we've got a race lead. Just little bits of information that we try and hold on to when we're playing. 3-1 obviously is great. I'm just sort of looking at the board a bit longer, just letting the information drift into my brain, I suppose is what I'm trying to say. I don't have a better 5 than that, so I'm just going to hit without really knowing exactly what the consequences are of hitting or not hitting. And we got Jim. And at any score that wasn't 4-0, I would cue, but this would be a humongous blunder, because there's so much that can go wrong. And although it seems obvious to make the fight, I mean, I'm just going to play this. This very possibly might not be right. I think I have to play the 4 to the 20, but the 5, I'm not so sure whether it wasn't to come down. Don't know what you guys would do, but still, you know, it's got worse for us. And this I genuinely don't know. There's so many problems we need to solve. One is the obvious checker stack on the 3 point. The other one is just the fact that he's going to escape. We don't want to pick and pass, so if we hit, we have to play big. But then we are 15 pips up, so maybe we can kind of get away with something wanky like this. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to play this. This guy must have enormous patience, because he doesn't know I'm streaming. So I'm very happy I didn't hit, even though he can make his 16. Block me in. I was lost really on that 4-1. I really don't know what to to do. Yeah, that outside prime is going to be the death of me. And again, like, horrible, he can just escape. I can't really do anything. But of course, I don't really need to think about this, that this can never really be a pass. I might well make a 4-point board as well, which I do, but that checker, I hate having those two checkers stacked on the 3-point. How are you, Jim? Again, I'm going to be forced off, but some of those forced off rolls might allow me to be forced off with both of them, or he might not be able to hit me when I get forced off with one, or when he hits me I might hit him back. So I'm happy to slot the 4-point, because I want a checker there for if and when I get to the bear off. So I don't think I can do anything but stay. I mean, I'm not really... So my instinct was to stay, so we're probably going to stay. I mean, it just doesn't really gain anything, I don't think, to run, and it will lose quite a lot. Is that an accurate assessment? Well, actually, no, it's not. So if I don't run, am I really going to play 8-3, 4-1? I don't think so. Okay, I mean, this does have a lot of downside, so I do stick by that comment. But I mean, maybe we have to not waste our chances in the race. That's really kind. Thank you, Jim. I hope it's not too sweary. So we come in on the... I hope there are other less aspects of my commentary. Maybe one of which is that I can speak English without stuttering. So 6-1, I think we stay because we're behind and we can just hit shots, obviously. And it's not perfect for him because he's going to make the 5-point, but then we can just escape with 6s and 5s, which we're going to want to do because there aren't that many shots. Maybe he got stuck. I'm assuming he's Iranian, yeah. Something is stuck. I think I should have XG. Yeah, so he couldn't do everything there, and we're hoping for a 6, which we get, so that's a great roll. We're still behind, obviously, but being 4-0 up in the match to 7 is a great spot to be in. So I'm assuming he's got internet problems. I was going to say something, make a facile remark, but I don't do that anymore. So yeah, he's probably like a 70% favourite just by virtue of the fact that he only needs to bring one checker in, one crossover. I've got 3 crossovers to make, and you can see that the pip count is very much mitigated by the fact that I've kind of got some wastage. I've got all my low points filled up, which in backgammon barrels isn't really necessary because you're likely, or the hope is that you're going to roll larger numbers, and therefore if you do and you've still got checkers left on the 2 and 1 point, then you waste the pips that you roll. Why am I even explaining wastage? I've never had anyone just time right down. I think that what happens is that he'll time down to about 2 minutes 20. So I'm going to have to do 2 minutes of just talking rubbish. I'm going to close the balcony door. I'm going to say he's going to time down to 2 minute 20. I wonder whether that gives me enough time to exit and try and change the board. Although this is on a different account. So he's got a good, decent win percentage. Anything better than 50% is fine, is good. WXP 218. Does that mean he's played? So 7 WXP means you've played a 7-point match. So what, he's played like 37 pointers roughly. And I am a star member. So we'll look at the analysis after. I think it is better to go with the analysis on XG, you know, because it's just more fun and more stato and more pedantic. Okay, I don't think he's going to time out. On the old Galaxy you could multi-table, but on this one you can't do anything. I was just going to get bored and do a little bit of googling. What's he doing? If he starts playing it, okay, no, he's going to time out. He's going to time out. So I can just leave it for a minute or so. Or maybe I'm timing out. It looks like it's, yeah, it looks like it's not actually my internet. It looks like it's just Galaxy has gone. So that bit works. That's not the Galaxy. Okay, that's promising. And then, so it was me. Okay, it's on 6:07 now, but I think after the delay time goes, it's going to go all the way down to, no, it can't count down again. That wouldn't make sense. Because if it was on my clock, I think I had 3 minutes 57, so it should have either timed down on my clock or on his. It appears to have done neither. But I just want to go into the lobby then and just have a little snoop round. So if you click on, you can click on people. He's a star member. He's a star member. See, only 54% win rate for Ryan, 59 for Fizu, obviously 63% for Jorgen, he's very lucky, 64% for Antares. I kind of feel I know that. I mean, I know the name. I'm not sure what's happening to this game because it keeps going back to the same time. Never happened before, so I'm just going to let it time out. And let's watch someone else. Who have we got? I do recognise Bernard Kaiser. Ryan is playing. Oh my god, how many, is he ever not playing? It really does look like him, the avatar. So it looks close to a pass actually at 2-1. Most people just take this. Maybe now he's taking his time, he's going to possibly pass this. It might not definitely be a pass, but you know, being 2-1 up. So Ryan's desperately trying to get to Gaz. So I haven't logged on to commentate on Ryan Rebello's match, far from it. I'm trying to play my own match, but it's stalled. So Ryan, how does this play? What do you do? Oh, it makes the 11. That hits. What? Really? You got to hit. Okay, hits again. Maybe not. I mean, I like making it. Yeah, I would hit probably. Actually, I'm not sure. I really don't know what I'm doing. What I would do, I'm lying. 6-3, you just have to leave a double shot. Yeah. It's fine. Probably just goes to the mid. And the Giannakis' game plan is probably almost always just to try and escape with that one block. Does that make the 4 point? Yeah. Yeah, this is tricky. Do you hit or not? Because you don't want to be on the 23 point. I mean, there's an alternative playing bar 24, 13, 11. But you let him... What do you do here? I think you even with the 4 point, what do you do? Okay, I don't blame him for doing anything there. Maybe bar 22. No, I think you just make the 20 because you can make the 9 as well. Okay. Now you don't want to be on the 22 because the guy's got the 9 point. Yeah, Ryan plays like a bit too fast sometimes. I mean, whatever he plays, he's can't really. That just goes to the 3, I think. I don't think it matters to whether you duplicate 3s and 1s. Just goes to 3. This is like a cheeky cube. I mean, it must be very takeable. Okay. Giannakis, who's Gina Jones? What's his name? Kefalopoulos? No, I'm not being. George Kefatsonopoulos. Could be him. George, very strong player. I think that comes in hits without any qualms. 1-6 is got to hit on the 2 point. Okay. Just makes the 22. That's just delightful. It doesn't really, and then you hit. Okay, cracking, no. Can I play a game? Okay, I'm going to leave this, try and play my own game. It's still going to be on. Okay, he timed out. Alright, so let's analyse this match. They've changed the. Let's do it on XG actually. Oh, it's really fucked up. Oh, so no. Okay, that's fine. I haven't got the. So for anyone that was actually watching, in fact, does it have the game in at all? What is that? If I refresh or if I go back. There we go. Okay, we got it here. Somehow erased it. Okay. I made both points. Okay, he made both points. I just didn't. I probably would see this. I just wasn't feeling. 4-3, yeah, I should have hit, but okay, at least I thought about it, and then it was. I thought this is. I know he's 17 pips up, but how? Yeah, it's a pass. It is a pass. That's my read. Is it's very very close. 5-3 I think seems reasonable, and then I had 6-5, which was tricky, and whatever. Then he sort of basically timed out. I'm just going through these quickly to because the game was sort of terminated anyway, so yeah, his double wasn't too bad. It was an easy take, and my plays are just forced, so I did come out with the... It's interesting, the 5-3 is close. 8-5-6-1, at least that keeps checkers on all my inner board points. That seems better than the play. And then it just stopped. I'm going to just hop in the kitchen, and then we're going to play another match. Don't go away, whoever you are. And I know who you are. I know. I need some sustenance. Okay. Normal, okay. I suppose normal, so I can talk about it. Hopefully we get like a high rated player, but they probably won't play. Okay, so that we won't, but maybe we'll get an underrated player. There we go. Marco Bellini, he's 3. And he's from Denmark. I can't believe he's really from Denmark though. So, okay. He ran with a... Could slot with the 1. Let's try and play really accurate BG here. I think he has to safety and overstack the 13, which you never want to do. That's an easy play because it makes the 7. And he's happy. Oh, okay. He came up. I thought he might. I was about to say that. So if we hit, then there's no other 4 than 13-9. 5-6, he should just come out. Not 100% on the 6, but I just fancy playing a bit more in flow. Playing with... So he can't play safe. But he can unstack. That's one thing he can do. Even though it leaves a bunch of shots. If I had no time, I would probably make exactly the same play. And there's no better 6 than just that, so I don't really have to think about it. Question whether or not making the 14 there, and I think it probably is superior. And because I can't do anything to my board, again, this makes the decision easy to extricate. This is if it's a cube, then it's tiny, but I wasn't expecting it, so I can just click on take without any problems. Again, I don't know why it reset my account, or I logged in with Apple. Maybe I'm getting old and I didn't do the same thing as I did before. 5-3 is great, so it enables him only to leave an 8 shot with decent chances of staying. That's a beautiful number. He should probably just leave the shot. He won't. Okay, because now his 6-5 leaves a shot amongst others. It's always funny how 6s are the danger number that you need to look out for. So that's a fine roll in a way. Just prepares to clear the midpoint. I don't love that because I have to make the less favourable point. And he should be fairly happy just to do what he did, play into the 6. So no decisions here. You can always look at your time bank and pretty much gauge how difficult the plays have been, and obviously there'll be a correlation between PR, move difficulty, and time bank. I think this is a standard thing where you have to just keep the board. Am I wrong about this? I might be. I mean, why am I running if I'm down in the race? I mean, he hardly leaves any shots anyway. So this is one of the, if I go, the 6-1 that would leave a shot doesn't now. So why is my instinct to run here? Yes, keeping the board, but that's not a justification. So it's more a question of, like, instead of working out the play, which I should be doing, I'm like trying to work out why my instinct is not the move that makes sense. It doesn't really make sense to run. I mean, I've got no race if I get hit, so I'm just going to do this. I'm just like, I would not have done this, but I mean 3-1 he would have pointed on me, so I used a minute for that one. Okay, maybe this is why you don't do it. You just don't want to. Now you can't really race, and you can't really win if you get a shot. Maybe that's what the issue with the breaking the board play is there. Okay, 2 off can't be too bad, but maybe he should have just played more safely. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Sight play appears to be playing pretty smoothly. Okay. So I think when people get up above like 1800, they're pretty much playing decent BG. This guy, I mean, he's only 3, so that's going to be a factor. But he's only 1611, so he's going to be making. I don't know. Can't be bothered to think about that one. There's always a thing, but it's, I guess I went to the 11 because he's split, and there's more value in making points, and by going to the 11 you increase your chances of building, making points, and or and blitzing, which is kind of the same thing, and also priming. Okay, he's going to hit. Put a little like if you actually like. Just let me know that you like this. If you don't like this, don't do anything, and you can write in the chat box I don't like this if you want. I'm going to do this. the one thing that will show if the likes don't go up is that people have just like forgotten to close the window and are not actually watching. Double three is fantastic. So I think, yeah, he's just going to make 2 points. I like that, but I don't know what. Oh, what's that noise? Massive bang. I think I have to do that, don't I? I'm not sure actually. That was my instinct, but maybe I could have stepped up. 4-5 isn't too bad at all because it makes the 3 and goes to the 7. But you know, let's just check. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it. 4-2 is great. Oh, he's not gonna do it. Okay, that's. Would I bet my life on that being a mistake? I didn't get a chance to see it, but yeah, it probably isn't. It makes the 4 point. That's wonderful. Oh, he's not gonna do it either. So if he cubes, which he might, it's. Okay, now he can cube if he wants, but that would have been, if I hadn't rolled a 6-3, that's visually a position that someone will cube. And if I, you know, again that there, I think that he might well have cubed as well. He's not going to pay too much attention to the score. Again, if I fan here, he will cube. Looks like it's eminently takeable. 1, 2. I mean, could it be reasonable just to not hit? Yeah. Oh, it could be. I mean, it can be reasonable not to hit, just to do this, because 4s are duplicated. If he hits, let's say he rolls a 4-1. Alright, what I'm trying to say is what roll, after which rolls now will I be able to cube him? I don't know about whether or not he will have to pass, but after which rolls will I be able to cube? Well, obviously not 6-5 and not 4-4 and not 4-1. That's 5 rolls. Like even 2-1 I can just cube. 4-2 I can just cube. And the other way, I mean, this is just the natural play. I mean, if he just rolls a 5, almost 5 anything, I don't think I can cube. Am I trying to convince myself of something that... Alright, shut up. Maybe this is obvious. And then there's also going to the 4 point. I'm going to try this. I feel that 4s are like forcing him not to roll a 5 is too risky. In other words, if he rolls a 5, if he doesn't roll a 5, I've overshot my market by a long way. But now he rolled the 4-3, which I didn't consider. I don't think this is that strong. This could well be not a double. I've just like forced myself, batted myself into a corner. So I do want the checker on the 6 byte, but I think I'm happy to come out. Okay, he's not particularly bothered. He's playing pretty fast. I think there's probably more returns if I hit on the 10 point. So what does he have? If I hit on the 8, he's got 5-3-5-1, 1-1. The fuck is that beeping? Obviously I could choose not to hit. The other one leaves 2s as well, but that's not the only consideration. If I hit the front one, I'm more likely to pick up both of them. But I'm going to go for this. Don't have the luxury of thinking about everything. And now I can duplicate fives and have a chance of picking up the second checker. That's what I'm trying to do, pick up all of them. And then I could vacate the 10 point because double five will hit me back now, but I think it's more important to diversify my checkers. Now I'm not so sure. Maybe I have to do something disgusting like this. No, maybe I don't. Or I could do this. I don't know. I just want builders. I probably shouldn't be too worried about the double five, and I should be more worried about my structure and the ability to hit him or point on him if he comes in with a five. So 6 is forced, and the 2. I mean, the 2's going to be ugly if I don't hit. So tempting to hit, at least for me. Five, 2, 5, 6, 1, 6. So it's still 6 shots. I mean, it's the other way is a few more. I think 13. So it is. Could it be possible to do this? So it's 5, 2, 5, 6, 1, 2, 1, 6, 8 shots. Is that right? Okay, so I'm just going to hit because it's not that many more. And I think this cleans up better. And he's got an open 4 point. I'm really labouring this way too much. I made a very poor decision on whether or not it was right. I didn't think it through properly on the double 4. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to rule out taking all of them off. It'd be hard to not to leave a shot if I take 2 off, and maybe I win some gammons still if I just play safe. It's going to be really hard not to leave a shot if I do that. I think if I was just playing for a lot of money, I would just do this. Yeah, this is like when you get down to this kind of GR, you don't. I mean, I didn't expect him to do what he did at all. Well, he's going to save the backgammon. So with 4-2 up, just play solid. He'll make the right play here, of course. I doubt he'll come. Well, yeah, he's got to make the 2. Okay. Could be right not to slot, but I don't think so. So he of course should come out. I think these 2 are absolutely mandatory, and then there's no real harm in the 2 guys being back on the 21, seeing as he's got no outfield control. He'll most likely make the 3 point, and I suppose I would cube this for money. I don't know how strong it is as a double. I mean, for money, or it's confusing to me. But I think what I'm worried about is when I get forced out, he can still kind of hit me and maybe get to the edge of the prime. These are always a bit deceptive. So, I mean, I'm only going to cube when I get the other guy round. And he's just going to take anyway, so there's no... There we go, he should hit, most likely to hit loose, and this will definitely not be a cube, because now he's got all sorts of winning chances. It could be... sensible to do this, or it could be a bit silly, but you know, let's say he gets something that hits me loose, and then the only way he can win is by getting the tempo by hitting the other loose block, then I wouldn't like that. Again, this is like a scenario where maybe, I don't even know if I would keep this for money, but it can just go wrong. I mean, in other words, my winning chances aren't that high, and double threes, although it makes a 4 point, is a really bad roll. And the last three, I don't think I want to go to. Oh, that would be horrible. I don't think I want to go to the ace point, so I'm going to do that. And then when you don't cube these kind of positions, you're so happy not to have played injudiciously, and then you can get lucky there and gradually make your way around. You only cube these kind of things where I'm going to just maybe play it a bit fast. I'm not sure if that's right. When your winning chances are really high, and they're starting to get higher, of course. Okay, I'll slot the 2 point. But being an even race, I still can't cube. Close, maybe. For money, yeah, I would cube. He's got lots of wastage, so let's just stop a little bit. Okay, let's not. We don't have the time. We don't have the luxury. But now, that's quite a good roll. If he's forced off, I think we just... This could certainly be a double, so I do need to think about this. So we've got the pointing numbers. But let's just adjust. Let's say we give him an extra 8 pips, so when we don't point, we're facing a race where we're effectively like 4 pips up. But note that our small numbers, yeah, okay, we're going to double. Our small numbers, he's obviously going to take. Our small numbers, which are going to... he's obviously going to take. So I didn't foresee that one at all. But okay, I don't think it could be too bad to have not to have cubed. Going to come out, I think. I'm not sure. Double four should just make the 4 point. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. No, okay. Maybe they're making, and also maybe making the 5 point is good. There's a lot of maybes in my vocabulary. Yeah, good play. Yeah, and this is so powerful. Like even when I come in, it's a bit dodgy. I think I'm gonna have to hit because there's nothing else. So this is probably okay to cube, maybe a bit early. He should hit. So I'm delighted just to make the anchor. I'm not going to think about or look at anything else. He hits on the 10. And then you should just carry on to 13. Just to escape. And I think even though I leave a double shot, I just get out of the area where I'm blocked in. So that's my gain from that, from moving it out. And here I would like to get the guy on the 16 safe, but there's no real safe play, and the alternative is a good thing, and it duplicates 4s, so he should just hit me, which he does. I've got some returns, and this is okay, he should definitely cube. I think I would have taken there. We'll check whether it was a take. If I fan here, I mean, don't want to con myself into having to pass. Okay, luckily I have to make the decision. I think that was probably a take as well. And now all I have to do is just monitor my own side of whether or not to cube, and probably no need to hit. Just let him roll, because he's got some bad ones. That's a good one. I should just play this quickly. He cube. I mean, it's got to be close to a take. He doesn't cube. I don't know whether I should have done that. I hate having to. Again, it's got to be. If he wants to cube here, must be takeable because of the low take point, and now that's such a humongous change and a humongous roll that makes me very confident that this is too good. Or So I was expecting him to cube actually. Very good. So all these standard plays that most, you know, definitely 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I always get those wrong. I think it was okay to do that with the double 6. Just retain some winning chances and obviously increase your gammons, which you kind of want, I suppose, because of the score. 1, 2. I think you can just duplicate 6s here. Hope for the best. So I'm not sure which one he should hit. Maybe not this one actually. And I'm delighted to come back in and make the 18, obviously. I don't see anything for him apart from just playing safe. And, you know, I'm just in a good position here. I think, again, I'm only taking microseconds over these decisions, so I could have hit him, and I don't have much time to start with, and I don't want to overthink, and, you know, I might need some time because the game might not necessarily finish soon. But just to emphasize, obviously at this score, this is a perfect game. This is exactly what I want to happen. And maybe I should be saving 6s, I don't know. If I get forced off before him, I don't think I can save 6s now, because it's very unlikely that I'm going to win the forced off race. Well, I wouldn't have been forced off, so he should cube. Okay. I suppose he's got wastage. Again, I always get these wrong, but he's got wastage, so I'm happy to try and race him and therefore reduce the chances of me getting hit. And this is just the dream because I just play on. No, he's not okay, he's fine about it. So I stay 6 away to give myself maximum chance of hitting that checker. But now I have to move the 4 unless I'm going to break my board. I think I just give myself an extra number. This is 12 numbers to hit rather than 11. But the problem with that is that I put a checker on a worse place in my inner board. Again, I think playing on because he's got a checker outside that he needs to bring in. Risk is minimal. Again, risk is minimal. I'm going to do that and play on. I think it's always worth much more than you think to try and eke out a gammon, you see? Wow, that's the way to do it. Oh! Good game. Well, hopefully we get the analysis. The less said about that. Oh, we're not going to get the analysis, and maybe we are. Oh, we are, okay. So, if I can just chuck that into XG, that would be nice. And let's see where it is. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't want to do anything. There we go. So I'm just going to reduce the size of the window, as you can see, and then guys will be able to. I know it's a little bit small. It's a little bit small, but I think you can see it, and it's just opening now because there's a wheel that's turning on my screen, but you guys can't see it. I think you can hear me. So let's see where I screwed up. It's just going to come on any second. Beautiful skin here that Rain has created. Okay, I think something is happening. Okay, I could just close that. Trying to be patient. Got a yellow warning. I got a yellow warning on my screen. Okay. Yes. Looks like it's going to do it. Let's see where the double 4. Yeah, it must have been double 4 because that's the that's the move that I took a long time on. And it'd be interesting also to see where he made his mistakes. So it's just opening. Scroll wheel is, yep, it's just opening. It takes an enormous amount of resource, but for a 3-year-old, I think he played pretty well. I'm just like killing. I wasn't going to make that 3-year-old comment because it's not funny, but come on, please. It's just opening. Scale filter. Oh, there we go. Any moment now. That's a good sign that the screen's gone white. It means it's just downloading. There we go. There we go. Oh my god, it's really slow today. It's deathly. It's like maybe I need to get rid of a few applications. Maps, maybe maps. Is that going to help? Get rid of that. Get rid of music. Sorry about this. Not sure why it's so resource heavy at the moment. I'm really not sure. Okay. Oh, it quit. Maybe that's... It quit. I feel that that's a good thing though, somehow. Oh, it didn't quit. Or did it? No. Ah, it's just not responding. Okay, okay. I'm just trying to close programs. It's a joke, isn't it? It's a joke. I just... Oh, it has closed. Okay, has it? No, it hasn't. Okay. I think we have it. No, we don't. Ah, okay. Maybe there were two. All right. I think there was another copy of XG open. I really don't know why. Let's try again. So let's go back. Should appear on the screen any moment now. I really don't deserve this level of patience. This is much more promising. Okay, wonderful. All right, let's carry on. We don't need to wait. So I rolled a 4-2 and he rolled a 5-4. And he ran, which we knew was a mistake. Okay, I'm gonna wait for it to, because I can't actually scroll through using the cursor. Let's just wait for it to stop. And then we'll be good to go. But I didn't play well in this game at all, according to the PR at least. So let's see how that translated into the actual moves and decisions I made, because that's what's more important. 77%. Good thing is the computer's fairly quick. This is on like I think world-class analysis, but it could be a little bit higher. It seems to analyze some of the moves. No, I think it's just world-class. Okay, 52%. Okay, it's going to let me, I think. So I'm going to... 4-1, I just split. Double one, he played safe. You know, of course, he's not going to make all the right moves. 13-8, he should have just played to the 8 point, but it wasn't a big mistake to do what he did. I suppose it does make some sense. He's just trying to escape. 4-1 was an easy play to make. 5-6 just ran out. Okay, it said 5.2 for me, 18 point something for him. Now 3-6 I didn't take too much time on, and I should have played to the 18, and that's fine as far as I'm concerned, and I might well have played it if I had more time, just to try and get more contact. His 6-3, 6-4 was fine. He could have played 14-8 and 13-9 and still unstacked his mid, but his play's only a small mistake. I had to come out with a 2-6. He made the 11 point, which wasn't right actually. He should have just made the 3 point. I can only hope I would have made the right play, but I wasn't sure at the time. I vacated the 18. It was a small no double. Am I going to go into the kitchen? Because it just makes me absolutely starving to do this. What kind of constitution? 3-5 was good. Double one, he should have left a shot. That's fine. Only a small mistake. I've got very low threshold blunder thingy thresholds. Okay, I made the 1 point, which wasn't ideal. He could have brought 2 down actually, which would have been a tiny mistake. Analyzed on 4 plus, on 4 ply. I should have just played 13-6 here. Okay, he came in, that's fine. Not a big deal with that, with my 3-1. I don't remember this, but he should have just played safe. That There's no real gain, if any, to leaving the checker on 13, but I just didn't notice it at the time. So this is the player that I laboured over for ages. It just seemed more natural to come out. And coming out is this 23-14, and it's so far it's only 36 worse. So it's not ridiculous to think about whether or not to come out there. But my instinct was to come out. And then I had to end. This is, I guess, one of the reasons. Like I said, one of the reasons you come out is that you don't have to end up breaking your board like this. What was wrong with his double five? Oh, he could have just taken 2 off. Okay, and then nothing particularly interesting here. I'm interested in where I went wrong. Oh, cubing. I must have missed some cubes. Fine. 5-2 I split. 5-1. 6-5 exactly equal. So 24-13 wins more games. I suppose that's because it's safer and you don't get hit. But 22-11 is more dynamic and cube promoting. And you want to promote a more dynamic position because you're down in the score and you want to try and equalize as quickly and as much as you can. 4-2 just makes the 4 point. 6-2 he didn't hit. I don't even remember. Anyway, I played that 6-5 very quickly. 5-2 I thought he should make 2 points. I wasn't 100% sure about this 1-3. I don't know why there's what there is on the screen. Whether or not, seems like it's fine, but it was right to hit. 6-4 I made the 2 point. I felt like he was close to cubing. This was a very big blunder. He didn't make the 4. I came out. I thought if I hadn't have rolled something good, he would have come out. He would have cubed. Jeez. Massive joker for me. Double 5. I want to get another game in. So this is not a big mistake. So I should have made the reasonable of me to have thought about it. But this was a cube already. So I'm happy with this because, well, how big a cube can this be? I'm on the bar. It can be pretty. It can be what? I've got no idea. I'm going to guess like 70, 52. But I'm happy that my double 4 play was reasonable. Shall I linger on that a little bit longer? There was the safe play as well. So yeah, it was normal just to hit on the 5 point if you're playing speed. So my double here was obvious, and I kind of backtracked on it. But I did double, and then I made a slightly poor 3. The 9-6 was better. 18-10 was better. So this is a bad one, just to try and pick up the other checker, I suppose. And maybe easier to get home. So I screwed that one up, and I got myself into a pickle here. 10-8, 9-3. I didn't even see that, but actually my 6-2, 6-5 was good. Just leaving the double 5. Scooching along here. I just want to try and play another game. I should have played for the game. This is okay. I was completely off on this. I just don't like this configuration of 2 checkers on the 3 point here. So if I roll a 2, it's not that great because then I'll end up with 4 checkers on the 3 point and 3 on the 2 point. I don't really love that. It's not that safe. If I roll a 1, it's really bad. And if I roll a big number, it's not that good either. So obviously it's justified because it wins so many more gammons, but it does lose more games. And it's obvious, I guess, in some way, now we see it, that I need to win gammons. And he made some funny plays here. So where it's these cube... This is a big cube blunder. No, okay, I should have cubed here. That's annoying because that's like the thing that I put my focus on. The 4-1 is right to slot. Maybe that's super obvious. So can after his double one, I'm saying this can't be a double because I have to move now and I don't really want to, but it's really close. So it's like a Sug Swang kind of chess idea where you're forced to move but you don't really want to. So fine, it's 30. It's still reasonable. It's reasonably. I mean, it's a small no double, but I'm happy that I didn't double. And then I made a good play with the 2-1. And with this, I can imagine being a double now. Yeah, this I saw the analysis. And lucky I didn't because I rolled a poor 3. I played this 4-3 quickly. That's fine. Okay, I don't mind. And then this. Yeah, this is what I'm not happy about this. So this is already 77% because he's got like checkers. I had a very similar position yesterday in a chouette, and my opponent, the captain, I think I was doubling, and he passed. And I said to him, "Well, actually," he said, "Well, would you have taken?" I was like, "Yeah, I think so." And then I backtracked and said, "Well, actually, you could be right. I wouldn't love it as black because nothing good can come of it. Either I just bear in and I'm unlikely to leave a shot, and or you have to come out. And I point on you. Plus, your race isn't great, and you've given up your 6 point. So not only is it a double, it's actually a pass. And luckily, I mean, I did double this. I saw that this was a very big cube. But you could see I wasn't even 100% certain about cubing that, so I'm a bit annoyed about that. And I didn't make any cube mistakes here. So that's the big boo-boo for me. Double 4 was fine. I am absolutely... So this, I'm not sure I would have passed because it is actually a pass, so he should have cubed. I would not have passed. I'm a bit kind of... At this score, concentrating too much on the take point when there aren't that many gammons. But when gammons are in play, obviously it changes the whole. It pushes up the take point massively, and I wouldn't have seen that this was that gammonish, taking into account that he's on the bar. Anyway, I'm going to stop blabbing. But 4-2 was great. 3-6 came out. 6-3. He just missed a few doubles. I'm going to just. Hopefully, I made the right play with the 4-3. Yep. I was second guessing. I can't be that good because I'm always second guessing the plays that eventually I get right. I can't have missed a cube here. So I played decent. I missed that cube at 4-2. Yeah, I can see. Okay, that was his 4-1. I shouldn't have made the ace point. I should have just made the bar and come around to the 9 point. I didn't really give that a second thought. And then, is this a big blunder? Yeah, it's not right. So maybe, well, hitting is not better. It's 4 away, 2 away. I mean, I don't know why. Okay, just go into this one. That's funny. This is a big mistake. And then this one. Yeah, so this combination, this is what pushed it up. I had a combination. This is a tricky one where you have to give your opponent bad sixes. So his fives are going to play in board, but if you do play 18-17, then anything but a 6-5 is particularly bad. And even a 6-5 isn't good. So that's slightly annoying. I didn't see that. I'm just going to go back to... I would recommend... I mean, who am I to tell you? I would recommend always kind of maybe looking at how can we classify this? Going back in your analysis to look at a play that you were, you maybe that you thought about, but you had what you felt was a good, really reasonably tight decision process on, and you got wrong, and not only ones that you get wrong, but ones that you actually have a good decision process on but get right. And this is one that I felt that my decision process was reasonably good. That I went through it. I mean, what did I actually concretely go through? Not very much, but I just thought that he had to come off the anchor. Okay, so that's one way of learning. And now we realise that for money, he doesn't have to come off the anchor at all when he's broken his board. And it's already a pass when he's got his anchor. And all that needs to happen to make his position bad is for him to have broken his 6 point. I'm going to be back. I'll play another one. Yeah, that was a particularly annoying. Yeah, I will play another one in about 2 minutes. I will be back. Oh, I thought I put it on mute, so you heard me shouting at the... Ah, no, it's... What is going on? Are we still good? I don't know. No, I don't think so. Okay. Alright, I don't know. On the screen it had something else. Now it's black. I can see there are 5 viewers, which is fantastic. Okay, that's great. Okay. So I'm going to squeeze in one more. Oh. I didn't see Hi Mopub. I don't know. It's it might crack. Yeah, there's funny things happening to it. They've done something. My username seems to have gone, which is neither here nor there to me, really. But others, maybe you can play, but you have to set up a new username. So I think they reset the starter game rating to 1700. I think it used to be 15. Trying to think on the hoof what might have happened. Yeah, maybe that you can only play as a new. No, that's not true because I watched Ryan play. So maybe they've already reset it. I'm gonna have to get a move on because I gotta be somewhere. I got half an hour. I just think this thing where you don't match up is a big negative for Galaxy. It just doesn't look very good. Hey Christian. And something about the way the window is set up when it says we couldn't find an opponent, it looks a bit amateurish. So maybe just keep it and make it look a bit better. Yeah, I know, it's a bit... Maybe just have like a... I don't know how I would exit, but it's just to have this thing on a loop. It doesn't feel like you're any closer to getting it to a game. It feels like it could just go on perpetually. That there's something there could be a glitch. So anything to let the user know that there isn't a glitch would be helpful. I mean, what do you guys think? I think that's a reasonable shout to make. I always get the feeling that it's just going to carry on forever. You know, like when they introduced your callers in a queue, your caller number 2, it just gives you a much better sense of what's going on in the world. That's what they need, if that's possible. And also the text is like out of focus. Maybe that's what I'm... There we go. Okay, we can stop suggesting. Advocate 65. Wonderful. Hopefully we can play like decent for once. He's going to play super fast. Oh, I just make the 9 and come up, but now I'm going to start thinking about it. Can we hit? Okay, I'm not. Again, I don't mind if I get something like this slightly wrong. I don't think that's going to be a blunder. It's more the really tricky plays where there's like a classic dilemma, or just plays where you have to stop and think, and to define where you have to stop and think. That's obviously a bit nebulous, but I guess it's where I have to stop and think. So I'm gonna just play a little bit fastish for the obvious ones. I mean, this is close to a cube, and this is probably not too good because, you know, and again, this is going to be a play that probably need to take a little bit more time over. He's happy to play instantly. Double two is a great roll for him, so he just fills in and sticks a nice checker on this 6. I can't really just get away with, again, need to take more time over this, but I don't think I can get away with just making the bar, so I didn't see anything hitting. And he's got a blotting board, I've got an anchor, so worst thing, obviously, fan is like too good. And he's obviously not going to cube ever, so he's not playing on too good, he's just default Turk, no cuber. But I'm happy to play someone that plays fast. That's all good. I don't know what's going on now. Why is he stopping? The things that they stop at, eh? Probably still too good. I mean, I haven't got my 2 point, that's a factor. Could it even be too good now? I don't know. But now, almost certainly not, because 6-2 wouldn't leave a shot, but it would leave a gap. And same, just can't be too good. But he's just not going to cube. He's not going to cube here either. And wonderful roll. I'll just bring them in, no need to come out. I'm not going to win the race, and I'm not gaining anything by... I come out now because there's not much danger. And it might not have been right to come out, but I don't think it makes that much of a difference. Feels like he hasn't used 16, whatever, is it 16? I hope so. 16 seconds. Feels super quick. Okay, we're not going to have a time down. Come on, please. I don't think so with this guy. He's no nonsense, but I'm not sure whether... I think maybe I have to do... Okay, I have to exit and come back in. Maybe that does the trick. So whose delay time is this? Must be his. Okay, there we go. I always try and work. I'm not sure what all that stuff is about. Okay, so double 4. It seems like it's playing quite clean. Okay, forgot that he hadn't doubled. He shouldn't play 2 down there, but you know. I think it's more valuable to have the 5 than to try and send him back and to hope that he doesn't hit me. I'm assuming oh, it's just the cameras that have the cameras. Oh no, nothing. Everything's fine. I'm thinking of stepping up here actually. Why? I do like to make the 9 point though. I'm genuinely not sure. I'm behind in the race, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm in danger. Okay, this is, I feel that I can't work, I haven't got the energy to work this out. This is a really tricky one. I mean, instinct is just to make the 9. But I really like to step up there because he's tending to prime me. I don't know whether I would have successfully been able to make the anchors. So I gained by having made the 4, but there's no other play than that. But he never doubles. But I still take. I mean, this is not a double. Maybe this is not even a double. 2-0. I'm on the. I'm just on. You can see. I think if you look in the top, you can see the URL. I'm just on my computer. Again, question is, when is he going to double? Is this like going to be like a ridiculous pass blunder by me? I mean, it could be a pass. I'm going to have to think about this, and I really don't want to. So I'm just thinking that if he doesn't break his prime here, whether or not he should, with rolls anyway, if he can't like roll like 2-1, well 2-1 could, 3-1 could, but let's say he rolls a 2-1 and the right move isn't to break the prime, well I can just come in and then I'm good. Now let's say he even rolls a 6-2 and he chooses to hit on the 9 point. I can just anchor. So like the really destructive rolls, let's look at those. A double 6 and maybe let's say double 3, double 5, that's 3 rolls. Double 4 is not, double 2 is not, it's semi. And then we can look at the other rolls that I've mentioned, like 5-4 maybe brings 2 checkers down. Oh, my screen went out there. Well, I mean, if I'm 3-0 down, I guess I don't want to lose a gammon on the 2 cube, but if I'm 3-0 down, I'm not great. I'm 27%, 25, I can't remember. 24%? That ain't great. So the gammon price for me isn't high, but it's not low. Oh, okay, I take. This is like more, it's very tricky. More likely to be a screwball no double than a pass in my... Okay, so there we go. I mean, 3 behind a very solid 5 prime can't be a redouble yet. But I've equalised kind of. I'm in okay shape. I've got a platform, or whatever. That's not great, but I could get missed. What do you guys think? Hi, Mark, and you know, even double 5 is not disastrous. It's funny how there's always life after death. It doesn't look very lifey for me now because I'm going to break with some numbers. Okay, I'll take that. I'm not going to leave a 6. I think that must be right, just to come in and save the 6. And now this is okay, so I can roll a 6 or I can roll a non-cracking number. If I roll a non-cracking number, oh, I'm not in a good spot, but this could still be a redouble. I mean, I'm going to be 4-0 down anyway. If I crack, I get... Let's say... Okay, let's look at it this way. If I crack, I'm reasonably likely to lose a G. So I'm not in a good spot if I don't cube anyway. In other words, I'm not risking too much in some scenarios if I hold on to the cube. If I roll a good number, there aren't that many though. Let's look at sixes, 6-4, and then he doesn't roll a 6. He's gonna have to pot. Okay, all right. I've been getting a few of these wrong. Obviously, he's not gonna think this is like a 50-50 shot or something. So there's a non-cracking number. I don't know about the 2. Okay, so it makes my cube look stupid. He can just go to the ace point. Okay, all right. Okay, that's not too bad. I think maybe it was a little light, or more than a little light. I've lucked out here to still have... Okay, he's kind of lucked out there. Just this from the... I mean, yeah, I have nothing else, so I have to fade 7s and... Okay, 1, 2. Even now I'm not dead. That's like a super joker. So let's say he only hits me once, then the gammons were high anyway. But he's choosing to... I don't know if he should hit again in board. So in this variation, I was going to get gammoned. Makes the point. Or maybe not. Maybe I wouldn't get gammoned actually. Like let's say I hit him, but he wins the game. That's also possible. Like now I could, if I'd rolled a 6 there, and he ends up scooching around and winning. So I wouldn't always lose a G, but I don't know. Like this is tricky. It could have been that I made take blunder. So I guess most people would pass and they wouldn't recube. So it could be that I fell into 2 traps. But I mean, at least I had some sort of logic for my decisions. We'll see. Please not be terrible. I feel it might be though. Yeah. That is terrible. Wow. Download started. Where's it gone? Function F. Oh. Okay. Is that what? Done. There we go. Alright, let's switch to XG, have a quick look. So, I was guessing that only one of those, the cube, if only one of them was a mistake, so it's most likely to be the redouble was incorrect. Were those easy decisions for you guys? I mean, tend to you know, try and think, what's going on here? Well, the circle of death is turning, or the circle of life. The scroll wheel is turning. It doesn't look like it's going to open up. Oh. Alright, I'm going to have to force quit it. Try it again. What's going on? Well, we'll just restart XG. That's why there's a black window, but it won't be black for long. Or it might be. Just opening now. There we go. Okay, here we go. Black screen, but there we go. Yes, yes. And then can I just drag the... Something's happening. Yeah, if I had to guess what the where the black guess the blunder, I think it must have been either neither the redouble nor the I think the redouble is far more likely to be the culprit than the. Okay, finally. Or it could be just something else. I played some moves quickly. I'm happy to make mistakes on. Yeah, on. I've even forgotten what. Did anything go on here? Oh yeah, he just refused. He refused to double. It's likely to be, I think, the redouble. Yeah. I mean, okay, that's terrible, but at least it was restricted. Jesus Christ. I picked it up though. So it's 300. Should we go through the positives though? Why not? That was just I I'm kind of okay with a little overthink. So let's just go through. Can we get back to the start? He opened with 6-5. I split with 6-2, so 6.3. I don't think you can see that, and he played 11. He came up with the 2, which is wrong, but I think we all know that. Double 4. I just played pretty quickly. I didn't pay much attention, but anyway, to his moves. But 5-1, I just came in and slotted, which seems fine. And again, this seems to me to be pretty much a forced move. No reason to slot. Not no reason, but little reason. Little reason. And then after the 6-5, I said it probably can't be too good. So that's a reasonable kind of thing to sense that it was closest to too good. But actually, I was like not really thinking it could be as close as 17. So I suppose, again, all the moves are pretty much forced here. I said that this was too good, but I can see that you don't always cover for a start. Even if you hit, you need to cover as well. And he missed a bunch of cubes. Oh, I thought he wasn't missing cubes, so I kind of got this wrong. I was saying hi, Simon. Hello, Alex. So yeah, I started to think that he needed to cube here, where he had numbers that left a shot. I mean, that's obvious. So even before, I would have cubed here because just on the strength of him rolling a 6-2, I don't know if there's any logic to this, but 6-2 doesn't leave a shot, but then it leaves a big gap. But it wouldn't be a take after him rolling a 6-2, so I don't understand why that would then necessarily make it not good enough to play on. But maybe there's another sequence. Double 5, I suppose, is bad. Double 5 leaves a shot, doesn't it? Double 5 doesn't leave a shot. Double 3? I fully expect Alex to go, no, leaves a shot on cue. But anyway, that's the kind of thing I would. Sometimes you cube even though you can't leave a shot, and I'm not 100% sure why, to be honest. But maybe I'm talking rubbish. So this 6-3 wasn't even close. You have to make the 5-point because the likelihood of you being able to hit and then make the 5-point is so slim, it's not worth risking it. And then I thought about coming up to the 20. That would have been a huge blunder. Still, I don't understand these prime. He's threatening to prime in a way, but we're down in the race, so we don't need to. We don't need to massively unprime ourselves or take risks to unprime ourselves. But I thought about it. I don't really understand it. To be honest, I think you can't leave a shot. That's one thing. Haha. So then I rolled I made the 4-point, and then it got really nasty for me. Having to make the 2-point is nasty. And then, luckily, my God, I thought about this one for ages. I don't think I was ever going to pass it after thinking. But it felt like I wasn't sure whether or not after this sequence I had taken a doozy, taken a really bad cube, or whether or not it was like a massive no double. I just wasn't 100% clear, but it seemed okay to me. What should he have done with the double 3? Okay, just hit loose. Ah, I didn't realize you could play 7-2 because I just played it so quickly, so I should have played safe. And then this is 369. I suppose that it's just, yeah, I won't talk about that, but okay, fine. I guess the one thing to learn here is that even being, let's just go back, even being 2-0 down and holding a 2 cube, you can make a 359 blunder. Maybe when you're close to 48, 47%, it can never be anywhere near. I mean, it could just be a good double. It can never be anywhere near such a huge blunder. But when you get to be a big underdog, I mean, it's just obvious, but. And then he shouldn't have hit. But I kind of thought, oh, well, I got gammon anyway, so it must have been okay. Well, let's check how many gammons I'm losing. 16%. Fine. All right. Well, that's good. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. And I'll be back. Bye. Have I clicked buy? Yeah.